It was a positive experience. We enjoyed ourselves, but to take it to, we always have to take it to the next level. We never say but, because after but is feces. We have to say, however, we need to do something to show integrity, to continue the mission here that's going on what Farrakhan said. And the only way to do that is we have to do it through unity, through brotherhood and sisterhood. And the only way to do that is by action. We have to be people of action. We can't just be people of talk. A lot of us talk about a situation, but we don't show no action in supporting how we need to do it. We're here about, that's what Men's United is about. It's about integrity. It's about action. To our neighborhood. That's what we need to be about. Commitment and honor, integrity. Okay? What we need to be is support to our own. You know what I'm saying? Get away from the ego, get away from the testosterone, get away from these challenges to think we better than one another just because of the urban gear we have on, or just because of the job status we have. We have to be brothers to one another. We have to be support sisters. We have to love brothers. We have to love each other. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, brother.
You know, I love you too, brother. You know what I'm saying? We have to love it, and we have to mean it. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to show it in our actions, not just say it, but we have to walk our talk.
I'm living here in Washington, D.C. now by way of Kansas City, Missouri, Salt Springs, Texas, and Chicago, Illinois. Been here like 27 years. Came here working right there in the Capitol. And I tell you, this has been one of the experience, a lifetime experience that I appreciated. We had the time to come and be a part of today. 20 years ago, I was working for Jesse Jackson, and our office was headquarters, but I didn't come on the grounds. And so today, hearing the plan and the program we need to move forward in to bring about justice, no longer are we just standing here and just waiting for things to fall down, but we've got to be the change agents. And I was inspired by that, and just so appreciative of our history, of not only this nation, but our history of the world. I do appreciate the love and the unity that starts right now from within our community. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me to share that. That poking Jesse Jackson is something that didn't just start. It's been a gradual transition. A lot of it happened, when he was going through some personal crises, and then his son was going through personal crises. But having worked for him, I know him, and I know his wisdom and strength as a leader. And we do live in a day and age where when allegiances start shifting, just like they shifted away from Martin Luther King during the nonviolent trend, to the other end, in time, his star will be solidified in the universe because he has had his strengths, but he's infallible. He's not, he makes mistakes like other men. And indeed, some of his allegiances shifted because of the pressures of living in this world and trying to deal with the injustices. So, that's kind of part of life, and I can accept that because I think all of us will have some shifts before we leave this planet. So I understand, and I love them when they want to take the mantle up, run on with because it's the end goal. It's not all this in-between thing. So if they're going on, and they're going in the direction of justice and where we should be, I support them, man. I support them.
I served in Vietnam, 68, 69 Army. I wanted to make it a career because of prejudice and stuff like this. I had to come out so I could fight outside, not to get locked up inside. And I'm from Emory, Texas, Sulphur Springs, Texas, and I came in straight through and drove 100 miles to get here in order to be a part of this. This is a God moment. This is a coming together moment. And it's not about different fashion. It's not about the Minister Farrakhan. It's not about religious people. We all have to come together. We all have to come together, work together to make this world a better world. We have to realize that we're all brothers and sisters. And I like to tell everybody over and over again when I talk to them, we all from Africa. We all are Africans. I don't care what shade of color you are an African, and we need to treat each other like sisters and brothers in order to make this world better, because that's what we're here for.
Powerful. Fearless.
OMG.
I am so moved it is not even funny. My eyes are open. We got a word today. We honestly got a word.
Like they said, be fearless, man. You know, empower the people that surround you. That right there, I'm leaving here with energy to take back home is what this did for me. So.
Servicing my community, letting my community know that I'm here. I'm one of those people that have it. I think I have it, and I should be able to use it. And I'm fearless with it.
I've got to play piggyback off of that. The strongest thing right now is being fearless, is going out, standing up the same way that Dr. Farrakhan, you know, basically shared with us and imparted to us. So being fearless, yes. You missed out. You can catch this on the DVD, but you missed out. This is just, it's a phenomenal, groundbreaking energy. Yes, I mean, this is history in the making.
Yo, we were so fed. We got so high out here today. Oh my goodness! It was too louder.
Just the energy of being here is, I know you can watch it and still get something out of it, but the energy of being here, I mean, this is history. It was great. You can't replay that on YouTube.
Only to come to this event. Literally got in at 12 midnight last night. We got 2 hours of sleep due to the jet lag, so I'm a little sluggish. This is history. At the end of the day, you can get your money back, but you can't get your time back. This is something that I have to see for myself. I wanted to be here personally to feel the energy and actually be a part of something that I've missed out on a lot of opportunities to be a part of just due to age and not being able to make my own moves. For me personally, it was just more confirmation of self, knowledge and self-growth. One comment or point that I loved also was about the women. And how we really nailed that in. I've definitely been aware of that before, but there was a number of different points. It's kind of hard to pick one and just give you one. The seeds, of course, how he just got broke that down and just went more into depth, and how God isn't wasteful. You can just continue to go on and on. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say anything, differently. We just continue to progress, continue to grow, and to continue to build, the foundation that, God has put in place for me. So, not anything different, but just continue to progress.
What motivated me was that this was just an historic event and I had to be here. It was a very important message for everyone to listen to, so I just had to. When the minister was speaking on women and how important they are in our society and how we should treat them. There are some differences, and it's very tough. I mean, there's some gangs and things like that, but we can find a way to work out our differences. That's what the Minister Farrakhan wants us to do.
I'm TW Local 100 and also the president of the Coalition of Black Trade Unions.
Okay.
We came down for the 20th anniversary of the Million Worker March to show the significance and the impact of 20 years later, that the things that the minister gathered 1 million strong 20 years ago, 1 million men, to bring unity to our community. The organization that I'm the president of is on that same thing. It's a community organization that understands that we have to capture our own community and we have to bring unity to our community. I was here 10 years ago for the 10th anniversary of the Million Man March, and reflective of the struggles that we've seen over the last 2 years, where our lives don't seem to matter. So I think the 20th anniversary would have demonstrated the unity that's felt in our community over these last 2 years, which is why, in my estimate, exceeding 1 million happened today. There is such 20 years later dynamics that's going on in our community that we as black men, we as black women, we as black children, we as black people have to come together to be energized and on the same page. And as the minister said, first respect ourselves and demand that those that are coming into our community harming us respect us. But it starts with us. I think that was the clear message that was heard here today. I think from the unity that we saw, whether you was close up or far back, it was about being energized by the unity. It was by being in a place with over 1 million people strong, the calmness. And when the minister came to deliver his message, you could not hear voices from nobody else. What respect out of 1 million plus people, understanding there was something to take out of the message from this here 20th anniversary, that we leave here committed to show the same unity that was shown here when the minister spoke his message to all of us, that we go back and that we reinvest and make sure that we respect ourselves, that we respect our women, that we respect our men, because it's all about the family nucleus, and I think that was demonstrated clearly here today.
Absolutely loved it. I mean, everything. The minister's lecture was awesome. I mean, from the economics to the MLK to, I mean, just everything, every aspect. I'm really for the whole let Christmas go, tell the truth, stop all that Christmas stuff and not spending a dime.
Exactly.
I'm all about that.
Same here, just, keeping the money within our community, and just building our own communities, eating right, loving each other. Yeah, it's all about black economics, empowering each other. So,
in our own schools.
Yes.
I'm an educator, so yes. I'm for our own schools.
We need our own schools, we do.
We need to educate our own children.
Mm-hmm. And black colleges should teach business students to community development, not just to work for somebody, not just go out there and get a job for white people, but to get jobs that we can put back into our own community.
Yes.
Community development.
I am a mother of a teenage son. That is my important thing. I am raising a teenage son, and I want him to have a future. I want him to be able to grow up and not be stereotyped because of his color or because they might think he's one way, or that's my biggest thing is my children.
Exactly. And I totally agree with her, being a single mom, and just seeing all those strong, beautiful Muslim women up there, and it's not all about beauty, but we want to have some substance. You want to be able to cook, and be able to provide healthy food for your family. So I'm glad that we're, starting to become conscious and aware.
Overall feeling after the event is peace, awareness, tranquility.
There was a lot of good energy there, so it was really good to have a lot of people there and no arguments.
stuff like that. Yeah, even stepping on people's feet, it's like, oh, sweetie, it's okay, and you're saying I'm sorry at the same time, and it's just, it was nothing but a big cloud of love, which is what this world has forgotten about. The whole purpose of this life is love. So today you definitely felt that. And I just think it was a way that we was able to raise our vibration, tune into a different frequency, and just be one and just connect. So very fulfilling day. We have a 3-hour drive back, and we can't wait to discuss. Like, I can't wait to sit in the car and build.
Cautious, be aware, and
Well, one of the most insightful things that the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said was how we need to have our own. We need to have our land. We need to know how to cook our food. We need to know how to cook clean food. And that was the biggest thing for me, because when I look at him at 82 years old, I'm like, what is he putting in his body? Because he looks magnificent. So that's what resonated with me, is eating clean.
Let's just keep moving, keep going forward. Love my black people. We need each other. We need each other. One love.
Yeah. And after today, we need to actually make moves toward everything that the minister was talking about, instead of sitting on all this information. And I mean, he gave us some good information. He gave us the truth. He gave us some history. We need to not sit on it. We need to do something with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
We love you, bruh.
Thank you both.